Most people will be broke their entire lives. And it is almost never about income. It is about a handful of simple rules nobody ever taught them. These are 5 money rules that quietly change everything, simple enough for a child and ignored by almost every single adult. Follow even 3 of them and your future genuinely changes. And no, there is no nightmare budgeting spreadsheet required. And rule number 4 is the one almost nobody actually does. It is also the one that quietly turns ordinary people rich. So stick around for that one. But let us start with the rule that everything else is built on top of. Rule 1, pay yourself first. It sounds like a tired cliche, right up until you see what it actually means. Most people do it completely backwards. Money comes in, they pay everyone else, and they save whatever happens to be left over. And whatever is left is almost always nothing, because expenses magically expand to swallow every single dollar that is available. Paying yourself first flips the whole order around. The second your money lands, a slice leaves before you can even touch it. It goes straight into savings or investments automatically, before rent, before fun, before absolutely anything else. You are treating your future self like the single most important bill you have, because honestly, they are. The trick is to automate it, so willpower never even gets a vote. You set it up one time and then you forget it forever. Start with something small and painless. Even 5% that you simply never see is a real, true beginning. You will adjust your spending around what is left, almost without noticing it. Humans are weirdly, brilliantly good at exactly that. Pay yourself first on autopilot. That one rule alone outsaves most people's entire lifetime of good intentions. Rule 2. Stop counting your money in dollars. Start counting it in hours of your own life. Every price tag has a hidden second number on it. How long you actually had to work to afford it. Say you take home $20 an hour after taxes. That number right there is your real exchange rate. So a $200 gadget is not really $200. It is 10 full hours of your life simply gone. A $1,000 splurge is a whole work week you will never ever get back. Suddenly it feels very different. Now, this is not about never buying anything ever again. It is about seeing the true price clearly before you decide. Some things are absolutely, completely worth the hours. A trip you will still remember fondly in decades very easily. But that impulse buy you forget about in a week? 3 hours of your one life for a shrug? Honestly brutal. When you price things in time, the pointless stuff suddenly starts to feel almost insulting to buy. And the things that genuinely matter to you suddenly feel like a real bargain. Your spending quietly gets so much wiser. Money is really just stored up life energy, so spend it like the precious hours it actually cost you to earn. Rule 3. For anything you want, but do not actually need, you wait 24 hours, at the very least. That burning urge to buy it right this second is almost never truly yours. It was carefully manufactured for you. Flash sales, ticking countdown timers, glowing one-click buttons. All of it engineered to make you act before you can think. Urgency is the oldest trick in the entire salesman's book. A real need can wait one single day. A fake one absolutely cannot. So you add it to a list, you sleep on it for a night, and you let that chemical buying fog completely wear off. And most of the time, by tomorrow morning, you simply do not even want it anymore. The little spell is quietly broken. And the times you genuinely still want it, well, now it is a real decision, not a hijacked little reflex. You are not banning yourself from anything at all. You are simply refusing to be rushed with your own hard-earned money. This single rule quietly kills the vast majority of regret purchases, the exact ones that silently drain accounts everywhere. 24 hours. It is the cheapest, easiest filter there is between you and a whole lifetime of clutter. Rule 4. This is the big one. Buy assets before you buy luxuries. This is the rule that builds real, lasting wealth. Here is the whole difference in one single line. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability pulls money out of it. A flashy car, the newest phone, designer everything. All of those are liabilities. They quietly cost you money just to own them. An asset is a completely different animal. A slice of a business, an index fund, something that actually earns while you are asleep. The wealthy figured out one quiet little trick. They buy the assets first. Then they let the assets pay for all the toys. Picture a goose that lays golden eggs. Broke thinking cooks and eats the goose. Wealthy thinking just calmly collects the eggs. Most people blow every single raise on bigger liabilities. A nicer car, nicer stuff. Then they wonder why nothing ever truly changes. The wealthy person quietly buys one more income-producing asset instead. A boring little fund, just compounding away in the background. Then one day, the income from those assets quietly covers all of their bills. And that exact moment has a name. It is called freedom. And you do not need to already be rich to begin. You just need one small asset, bought on purpose, starting today. Then another one and then another. You are slowly building a little money machine that works hard even while you do not. Buy assets first. Let them buy your luxuries later. Almost nobody actually does this, and now you are not almost nobody. Rule 5. Build a freedom fund before you chase anything fancy. Most people just call it a boring emergency fund. But that name is honestly far too small for it, because what it truly buys you is options. And options are absolutely everything. It is simply a stash of cash, ideally 3 to 6 whole months of your basic expenses just sitting safely off to the side. And here is why it secretly matters so much. Being broke and desperate is the single most expensive way that you can ever live. With no cushion at all, one surprise bill instantly becomes credit card debt at brutal interest. And the hole just gets deeper. Fast. You stay completely trapped in a job you quietly hate simply because you cannot afford to walk away. Fear ends up making every decision. But with a freedom fund, the entire picture changes. A flat tire becomes a mild annoyance instead of a full personal catastrophe. You get to say no. You can take the smart risk. You can wait for the right move instead of grabbing the desperate one. That calm, that quiet breathing room right there is what real financial security actually feels like on the inside. So there they all are. Pay yourself first. Count in hours. Wait one day, buy assets, and build your freedom fund. Not a single one of them needs a big income. They just need one decision and a little quiet repetition. That is genuinely all it takes. So pick just one rule and actually start it today. Future you, the calm and wealthy one, is already quietly saying thank you. Before you go, one quick thing. If this finally made the money stuff make sense, hit that like button and subscribe to Car Money Tips. It is completely free, it helps the channel way more than you would think, and it means more videos exactly like this one. See you in the next one.